Hello everybody, today we're looking at Gilgamesh, the orange Zerg, versus Gibybo, the red Protoss. And the map is Blistering Sands, and it is a 1v1 map by design, so any scouting that takes place will be just to see what tech their opponent is going. Gibybo, as of right now, is around rank 15 Platinum in 1v1, and Gilgamesh is around rank 20 Platinum in his division. So it should be a pretty good game. This is a shorter game. If you see over here on the timer, it's only 11:42. I have not seen this game yet, so I'm going to be commentating as if I were watching it for the first time. What Gilgamesh just did here with his extractor is you can actually make a drone, start to build an extractor, and start to build a drone out of your larva, and after it starts building, turned into an egg like that, you can actually cancel the extractor and end up with 11 out of 10 food, as you can see up here in the corner. And that allows Gilgamesh to take this extra drone and scout with it, basically free of charge. And that doesn't really put him behind in minerals or anything like that. He loses something like 2 minerals for the canceling of the extractor. Right now, Gibybo has already scouted around with his probe with no resistance. He sees the spawning pool, and it looks like the extra drone over here has walking right past a gateway warping in. Standard stuff to begin the game. Gibybo is using Chrono Boost on his Nexus to pump out some probes a little faster. He's got a second pylon going up. It looks like Gilg is just scouting around the expansion area, is probably going to park his overlords right there. Gibybo's probe is just sitting here, so I'm not sure if he's planning on proxying with it or not. Either way, Gilgamesh is actually about to build a hatchery right on top of it, so he will see the probe. He'll be unable to expand right away, so he has to attack the probe, as you can see in chat. Gilgamesh says, "Manner, please," as in, get out of my expansion. Gib does not like that. He is going to continue harassing the expansion probe. Second gateway coming in for Gibybo. Still chrono boosting the Nexus. Looks like he's got plans for gas coming in. There it is. Cybernetics core also going up right here. So we may be seeing some stalkers, 2 gateways. It's likely. Only 1 gas. It's pretty affordable still for stalkers. Roachhorn going up for Gilgamesh. As you can see, he just used his queen, his new queen, just used all its energy to use the ability Spawn Larva, which I don't know if you can read that, but basically you spawn larva on a hatchery, and after about 40 seconds it will spit out 4 extra larvae that you can do whatever you want with. That's a great ability of the queen, and a lot of people use just that ability. Gilgamesh is actually fond of using the creep tumor ability as well. Transfusion is great, also if you're under attack early on, because you can transfuse any roaches or static defense, or not static defense, base defense that you might have. Gilgamesh scouting again with his drone. He sees some zealots being pumped out. Actually, Gibby is getting stalkers right now as well. Gilgamesh just walking around. Looks like he is going to get that expansion up after all. He's got a couple of Zerglings and a Roach. It's actually very slow production so far. Doesn't look like either player is wanting to rush this. We have a robotics facility coming up for Gib. A couple of units popped out. Expansion is finished, so we'll probably see drones building here soon. Right now, just a roach, though. Looking around for any upgrades he might have already started on. Doesn't appear to be any. He's not upgrading to a lair yet either. Right now, he's just building up some roaches for his early game defense, and a spine crawler going up at the expansion, also to prevent early attack. One little stalker harasses, not sure if that was just a scouting attempt or what, but Gib obviously knows now that Gilgamesh has expanded, so he'll either need to expand himself relatively soon or try to assault it with his couple of stalkers. What has he got? 3 stalkers and 3 zealots. That is not going to be enough to put a dent in 7 roaches and some zerglings, especially with that spine crawler if he does make it that far. As you can see, the roaches are microing around, trying not to lose any. Kill the stalker. Not much else going on. Spine crawler is moving to the forefront here. He knows that Gib is starting to get a little aggressive. Gibybo is planning to put up a proxy pylon right here. That will allow him to warp in units from the warp gates that he doesn't have yet. He is researching warp gate right now, so that'll be finished here in a second because he just chrono boosted it. He also has an immortal coming in. Back at the action. Oh, the immortal will be doing great damage to these roaches, by the way, because they are considered armored. Gilgamesh finds the pylon and blows it up right away before Gib even has a chance to use it. I'm sorry, did I say Gib or Gilg? Very common names here, Gilgamesh and Gibybo. Very similar. Anyway, we have an immortal out, a couple stalkers. As you can see the unit count up here, it looks like Gilgamesh is actually still ahead by quite a few roaches, but as I said earlier, these immortals rip through roaches pretty well. They do plus 30 versus armored, and the roaches are considered armored, so just a couple of shots from an immortal will blow one sky high, or explode it. I'm not really sure what the death animation looks like. Anyway, lots of posturing here. Looks like Gib is going to give another shot at harass/assault. 3 immortals up, 7 zealots, 2 stalkers, and 1 sentry looks like lagging behind at the very back. Gilgamesh retreating back to his base so that the spine crawler can do a little action, perhaps. Gilg, in the meantime, has not really been teching very much at all, just got a lair, hasn't got a Hydrogun or a Spire going up yet, anywhere that I can see. He is using the creep tumors, though, to spread his creep throughout his expansions. It looks like Gibybo is about to attack this rock, if I had to guess, and try and sneak his way into Gilgamesh's base. Hydralisk Den now going up for Gilgamesh as well. Gilgamesh can see this, I believe, with the Overlord here, so if he hasn't seen it yet, he has seen it now. He's already moving his many roaches up to a defensive position. That's probably not going to be enough now for 4 immortals. Well, let's just see. Gilgamesh bringing in all his drones as well to sort of draw fire and help attack. This is a common tactic for Gilgamesh. Looks like these roaches are taking a ton of damage from the immortals, and it's a very close fight right now. Looks like Gilgamesh is down to only 8 drones, and he's leaving. Oh, and Gilgamesh calls for a good game already. So, congratulations to Gibybo for a well-executed immortal push, and that's the game.